3 pound greater.
I've been thinking, like, you saw these people buying these sneakers and bidding on these sneakers and shit.
Yeah.
I've never really been a big sneaker person. Like, okay, I worked at Foot Locker. I used to get this shit for free. But, man, I'm jealous because I be wanting to buy some fly sneakers, but I can't because I got 4 kids and I'm poor as
Right.
shit.
Here's what I did. So, obviously, once I got out the house, me being a sibling of, one of 4, we couldn't get a whole lot of shit when I was growing up. So once I got grown, I was like, well, shit, I'm finna buy up as much shoes as I can. Then when I had 2 kids, I had to slow that shit down because they need something. But now, like I said, they at the state, they at 15 and 17. Trey is on the same age as me. Like, he would like a new pair of shoes every month. Chris been wearing the same dirty Vans. He just don't care. Like, he don't care. Like, I had to ask him today, like, bro, why are you in here with these dirty
what's good?
Vans on?
Because my son and my daughter into Vans, and Vans are very reasonable.
They
40,
are.
$50. Half added.
This dude wore some, today he had some raggedy, dirty cloth Vans. He has a brand new pair of Air Force Ones, won't wear.
He don't want to wear this.
He got some Travis Scott 4s, won't wear those. He got some other, he just won't wear them. He keep putting these damn Vans on.
Your son is turning into an old white man right before I.
But you know what though? That's fine with me because what shoes I don't buy him, I buy for myself.
Exactly.
Selfish as fuck.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's selfish as
Me
hell,
and my
man.
youngest can rock shoes now. But it is what it is.
Man, whatever.
What's up, people? Welcome back to the OG Sports Show. It's your boy Chuck.
Slow motion.
B.
We appreciate y'all joining us once again. It's been a little while, but we back. Fellas, what's been going on, man?
Chilling, man. Hanging in the cut.
Same old. Had a couple COVID struggles, so
I feel you, man.
And my pops caught it, so he was in the hospital for like 7 days. Then I had to quarantine at the house.
That's rough, man. How you doing?
He all right.
That's good.
Back to being Willie Jackson. You know how it is.
That's good. I hope you can go get that vaccination. I know a lot of us are kind of skeptical about it, but the way I look at it like this, I look at everything else. If the rich white folks is skipping the line to go get it, I need to go get it too.
I want it. I get my second shot Saturday.
Yeah, I'm done.
Me too. I got mine.
Fully vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay, look at
I'm fully vaccinated too. Got mine last month. Well, earlier this month, I got my second shot. I was a little rough the second day.
That's what I keep hearing.
I felt a little fluish for one day, but after that, I was good.
I feel like I might have.
I had nothing.
None.
Just the arm sore a little bit.
God bless you, brother. Cause
I
I ain't
guess-
gonna lie to that second day, kicked my ass.
Which one you had?
I had Moderna.
Okay, I had
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
I
Okay.
got Pfizer. I guess it is something to it when they say the old folks really, the older you are, the less symptoms you have on the second shot. And you being the oldest of the OGs.
I'm the oldest of the OGs.
My pops is 70. He had no problems the second shot. He got the same one I got. No
Y'all
problem.
ain't got that blood we got. I mean,
Your daddy and this cat here was in the military, so ain't no telling what they did to y'all.
They done got all kinds of shots.
we already prepared.
Yeah. What kills me though is the folks that there's so many folks that are against it. Like I watched some chick on Instagram talking about how she ain't never getting the vaccine, but yeah, she got her lips pumped up, her booty pumped up. She probably went to Dominican Republic to get that done. Now you got all kind of other shit in your body. Ain't no telling what you drink at the club every weekend.
Exactly.
Mama, go and get that shot, girl.
What's he drinking at the club?
You done like Chad Johnson said, you done built up a callus within your body already. You'll be all right.
She in there ordering Incredible Hulks.
You're right. if you drink Incredible Hulk,
You got some Hennessy?
Right.
Yeah. You got some Hypnotic? Let me get some of that.
you can get the vaccine if you had a Incredible Hulk.
If you had Incredible Hulk before, you already got the vaccine.
Exactly. Well, let's get into it, fellas. It's been a while. Slow, what the lick read?
Yeah, what's the leak read for week 12? Week 12. All right.
Is it really week 12?
Week 12.
Lord have mercy.
My man Aaron Donald, he was accused of assault.
As soon as I saw it, I ain't believe it.
Came to find out, dude, it's like, oh, that wasn't you.
That was somebody
It was
else.
somebody else.
Like, you ain't gonna know if you got your ass whooped whether it was Aaron Donald or not.
I mean, he probably ain't see it, but from what I saw, it looked like Aaron Donald whooped his ass.
The video I saw, it just showed Aaron Donald trying to break it up and his homeboy pulling him off of him, which everybody needs that kind of homeboy that knows, hey, the money man's gonna get in trouble.
Right.
Let's get him out of here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs that homeboy. when you got a little bread in your pocket.
Yeah, Buddy was adamant. Came out the gate swinging. I'm filed a lawsuit. Aaron Donald, lawyer talking for him and everything.
Right.
First person I thought of was Mitch Green. Y'all remember Mitch Green?
Who can forget that eye?
Mike Tyson punched that eye. Well, golly.
Wow.
Who went over the car to get Miss Green? It wasn't Mike Tyson, was it? Did somebody slide over the hood of a car?
You thinking about Larry Holmes?
that was
Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes was trying to get who was he fighting?
I don't know, but he
Oh,
looked like
man.
somebody uncle trying to hop over that car. That
Fucking pulled a fucking
man. I forget who was fighting.
I forget too, but that jump was funny. But yeah, man, old boy, you got
Miss
your eye
Green
closed.
talking ass. Boy, Miss Green could talk worth. Well, you could tell that motherfucker was black and
Mike probably knocked him retarded, though.
you don't
Nah,
talk.
Miss Green had
Miss
that.
Green was
He already had it in him.
he had the
Yeah.
country slow in it. That was that country slow.
Mitch
But
Green
no-
wasn't one of them guys fight or die.
Right.
Right, he
You gotta
wasn't
be a
going. He
boss.
dropped out of school in like the 5th grade.
But back to old boy who got the whooping allegedly from Aaron Donald. Now that it didn't come out that Aaron didn't do it, now what do you do now? Like, can you go back to being the same old cat you was when you
No.
tried to get some bread?
You
You try to play victim, right? Like he got to move to a whole nother city. Like
I mean, he can shut the fuck up is what he can do.
he absolutely need to, but I'd just be embarrassed if it was me. Like I would try to get. I done got exposed. I was trying to get some bread after I took an ass whooping.
I saw the video. Wasn't it like 3 people jumping it?
He was
Yeah.
getting. Yeah, he got
got
a couple.
stomped the
Somebody
car.
got a couple kicks in, and it wasn't cute at all.
I mean, say it was him. It was the big one. I know you.
And it
Foul.
probably was something that he probably deserved that ass whooping too.
Probably
you know?
so. He
Who
probably was in there
knows?
doing a bunch of yapping. But if I'm Aaron Donald, I ain't in them type of clubs. No way.
Yeah, why?
Not
are you-
anymore.
I mean, it is a pandemic, so why are you out
Period.
3 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Ain't
But
nothing-
if you Aaron Donald, the party could come to you. Like, what you going to a club for?
True.
I don't know, man. I guess you got money like that. Sometimes you feel like you're invincible. So
I guess.
I don't know.
And plus, he was at home, so I guess he feel like I'm at home. But that'd be the
That'd be
place.
the
That'd be the
worst.
place where folks hate you the most.
Exactly. Y'all see why Boosie moved out of Baton Rouge?
He should have though. Baton Rouge is. I've been to Baton Rouge once, and I was scared the whole time. I was there for a weekend, 2 days, and I was terrified the whole time. Baton Rouge isn't playing the city that you play around. in.
Louisiana, period.
Period. I love New Orleans. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. But I'm nervous every time I go.
You ever go? You ever walk down Bourbon when the music start to fade off and then get dark? Turn your ass.
No.
around.
Every time I've gone, I've gotten out of there before the music started to turn off. You don't want to be there when the music turning off.
No, what I'm saying, when you keep walking down.
No, sir.
You
talking about
You've
back
gone
to
too-
the music
you've gone
start
too far.
fading? No, sir.
You're going back
too far.
You went too far.
You
I know
went
what
too
you're talking about. You're going too far.
I've looked down that way. I ain't going down there.
You
Nope,
can catch
man.
me down there like, yeah, keep on coming.
Nope.
Nobody.
Nope. No, man. When that time we went, then somebody get stabbed on somebody on the side
Yes.
bleeding.
Wow.
We saw somebody got stabbed.
On Bourbon?
Yes. We saw somebody who was trying to shoot heroin and somebody's in his he trying to find a vein in his girl's foot on the side of the sidewalk so he can get
On the street?
Yes.
Wow.
Non-Mardi Gras time too. Non-Mardi Gras season.
I saw Homer Simpson sitting on top of a mailbox. Like so much crazy shit, dog. That our first time going to Bourbon was like
That's a weird place, man. It's like, and I was like you, I went on Easter, and I didn't know Easter was
a big deal.
a big deal for
Yeah,
them,
no.
but it was like Gasparilla every day.
On steroids.
And then, because I stayed over till Tuesday, so I said, Monday night's got to be kind of quiet.
Nope.
No.
Nah, negative.
We went on I think it was like Labor Day weekend. We went, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, something like that.
And
It was hot.
Crazy. But
Crazy.
I love it, though.
non-Mardi Gras. I was like, man, this shit, if it's like this on
Can
a
you imagine
regular
on Mardi
weekend,
Gras?
I would never
I
go.
wouldn't wanna be there.
I would
Yeah,
never
I
go
wouldn't
during Mardi Gras.
wanna be there.
Never.
Never.
We all off topic. My bad.
Yes, that's okay. All right. My man Eddie George got a coaching job at Tennessee State. I just want the reason why I wanted to talk about that, I just wanted your guys' opinion. I know my opinion about it. But HBCUs is trying to get everybody they can get to get some bread up in there.
Hey, man, my first impression was to laugh when I first saw the news. I'm like, Eddie George ain't never coached nothing.
He never coached the Pop Warner team.
However, my second thought was, you know what? everybody get them a celebrity coach. Who cares?
Yeah, that's what it is. Deion is set the
Ed
standard.
Reed. They say Ed Reed wants to coach a team. Ray Lewis wants to coach, which I don't know how you can be in the middle of a murder trial and end up being a coach. But anyway, I say everybody get them a celebrity coach. Whatever attention we can get drawn to HBCUs, let's do it. I'm down for it.
But do you think that's taken away from a guy that can really coach?
I think it does. I thought about that, but it also gives them the opportunity to help bring up some younger coaches that probably would get opportunities to be assistants, D coordinators, you know what I'm saying, offensive coordinators, stuff like that. So, that's my thinking of it. Hopefully they use the opportunity to bring other folks up. What do you think, B?
I really don't have no thoughts on it. I mean, I was like you. Your initial thought was, okay, cool. Go be great, Eddie George. I hope it works out, brother. But, the more I thought about it, I'm like, well, maybe he'll bring some good, hopefully he'll build a good staff around him. And
Well, he bringing Hugh
let's say he already got Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Hugh Jackson's going
and Hugh Jackson.
OC.
There it is. You got an NFL head coach, a Pro Bowl cornerback.
That has ties to the city because Cromartie went to TSU.
Right. So
Eddie George played for the Titans. So
right. So you bring qualified people around you. So you just maybe he does have that experience of being that CEO type coach, like your boy from Dallas, the came from Miami. I forgot that old white man name.
Who?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, maybe he's got that Jimmy Johnson mentality or that old Bobby Bowden mentality of I'm gonna put great coaches around and I'm gonna just oversee everything and just make sure everything's running
It's the
smoothly.
smartest thing to do.
That's the smartest thing you can do, especially if you're not an X's and O's type guy. And Eddie, he has to be on some level because he played running back in the NFL, so he has some football smart, some football IQ.
Right.
It's just, are you able to manage coaches, manage media, and do all the other stuff that a head coach needs to do to make a team successful? I don't want y'all to take my comment as me hating on him, but I just hope he does well.
I feel like with him and with Deion and with anybody else who gets the opportunity, it's an experiment. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to see, can it work? You know what I'm saying? If it does work, it's great. I feel like even if it doesn't work, it's not going to hurt anything. It'll just give another brother an opportunity to come in and clean up whatever mess he makes. But I'm optimistic for it because of the fact that it brings attention to HBCUs that wasn't there before.
Right.
Like when were we ever watching Jackson State or any other HBCU playing on ESPN on a Saturday? We weren't seeing that before. We're seeing it now. You know what I'm saying? So they're getting, I think, whether people view it as negative attention or whatever, it's all attention. You know what I'm saying? Which we weren't getting before. So
I mean, Tennessee was his adopted home because he got drafted by the Titans and stuff. So he probably has relationships and inroads and camps and stuff. So, I wish him all the success, and I hope, just like Deion, I hope he turns it out, and I hope he's getting these boys to consider and go to these HBCUs. But
what I would like to see though is that they stay. Like they don't. I think Deion is using it as a springboard to go on probably to get a Power 5 school. I hope if this is the trend that they stay and not just use it to springboard and to go to a PWI.
Yeah, before he goes to this in Deion's case, before he makes his way to a higher school, a better school, he got to win. Because he jumped out the gate winning hard.
I was getting ready to bring that up. He's getting his ass whooped now.
Now he's getting him. And even the quarterback that he had to start the season, that boy transferred.
Yeah, he transferred.
Well, he's transferred. I don't know if y'all saw the little interview or whatever. I think after one of the last couple of games, they interviewed Deion and asked him about the quarterback competition, for next year.
Right.
And I thought it was a pretty asshole move by Deion. He started laughing. Like he was laughing about
like there is no competition?
Essentially. That's kind of what it came across. Like there ain't no competition. My son's going to come in and be the quarterback. So it wasn't coincidental. Like 2 days later is when the kid entered the transfer portal because they asked him about the competition and Deion was at the podium laughing. Like, to me, I thought it was fucked up. It was a slap in the face to the kid that's been there working, you know what I'm saying, to think that, since your son is coming, that's automatically going to put me on the bench. So I think that Deion lost some points for me for doing that. Whether it was he tries to spin it and say it wasn't directed at that kid or not, the kid obviously felt a certain way about it because he immediately said, I'm leaving. So,
well, these coaches got it in for Deion because they enjoying whooping his ass.
Oh, yeah.
And, I love Deion, but Deion can be over the top sometime, man. Like,
he can.
Deion, we know who you are. We know you prime time. You Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and Deion, he really ain't got a whole lot to stand on. And then like he got this long coaching pedigree.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't.
Exactly, because he did something dumb the other week. Went for it on 4th and 14, and the kid took a sack right before the half, and the team scored. Because the Alabama A&M quarterback, that kid's pretty good though.
Oh, yeah,
I just saw him 2 weeks in a row.
He lit him up. Now.
Yeah, I'm just saying Alabama A&M had a pretty good. It's gonna have a pretty good team this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
But we'll see. I think he start off with Fam in Miami, don't he?
I think so.
Something like that.
who, Eddie George?
No,
Deion?
Deion.
See, we ain't even talking about Eddie George no more. That's how much. It's all about Deion.
Yeah, but I hope Eddie does well though. Like, I hope
Yeah.
he gets a good staff, some guys with some NFL experience, hopefully, and bring some light and some attention to TSU, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully it starts to trend. I'd like to see, because I know Ed Reed has been, had some opportunities to coach. I think he coached in Buffalo a little bit and coached some other places. So I hope he gets an opportunity somewhere.
Yeah, I hope the trend continues.
Yeah, for sure.
My last point on Eddie George is the thing, him bringing Hugh in as the offensive coordinator. Hugh's been a head coach on levels, and Hugh might overpower him. You know what I mean? Because especially when you have no head coaching experience.
What I hope is that he allows Hugh to be Hugh and he learns from him, because Eddie, like you said, he don't have no experience as a coach. Hugh obviously does. This is your opportunity to learn from, an elder, somebody that's been there and done it. So I hope ego don't get in the way is what I'm trying to say. Hopefully Hugh will be able to do his thing and Eddie will be able to accept it.
Hugh's still pissed at Cleveland.
As he should be.
He
got a raw deal. The fact that he hadn't got another opportunity to coach in the NFL since then is sad.
That's true.
That's the story of our lives.
All right. The NFL draft is among us next Thursday. Thank God. Because I'm sick of hearing the NFL. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but the NFL draft hoopla leading up to it always
It's annoying.
makes me sick. It's annoying because nobody knows how this thing is going to go. Except for this year, we already know that Trevor Lawrence is going to go 1. We already know that. Everything else,
I think it's a given too that the Jets are in love with the boy from BYU,
Right.
Willis, so he's gonna go 2. It's what happens at 3 is the question.
it's the question, and that's when the draft actually starts.
Right.
Because we don't know who's going to trade up, trade back, and it's always a team that throws in a horseshoe.
Well, San Francisco's already traded up to get to 3. The question is, what are they gonna do? I need a new team to support. As y'all know, I jumped off the Bucks bandwagon because it wasn't no room on the bandwagon no more. Everybody jumped on, so I had to jump off.
You had plenty of room. You had your own seat, but you decided to jump off.
It was too many people on there, man.
Whatever.
Too many people on it.
There wasn't too many people on there when they got rid of Jameis.
He turned his tickets in.
Right.
I turned my tickets in.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done.
They did.
Guys,
Jameis
just
dirty.
let Jameis go. I'm through with the Bucks forever.
That's right. So I'm looking for a new bandwagon. I'm looking for a new bandwagon to jump on.
He gave you the rich white man voice.
So my thing is,
Sorry, Martin. I didn't want to go to Arizona.
didn't want to go to Arizona. So if San Francisco takes Justin Fields, I'm jumping on that bandwagon.
From what they're saying, we don't know
Who they gonna take?
Sir, I heard this morning. Now they in love with Trey Lance.
Trey Lance or Mac Jones is their pick.
Which I saw a graphic that was really telling. Like this dude put up a graphic on Twitter. Was talking about all the quarterbacks available in their career attempts, passing attempts in college. Your boy Kellen Mond from Texas A&M had the most. So they got like 1,100.
He's in Jimbo's offense. Jimbo's
Right.
gonna throw 40 times.
I think Justin Field was in the middle. He had like 600 and something.
Which
Trey-
is impressive for somebody who really only played two
seasons. Well, 1.5 because they didn't even play a full season last season. Trey Lance threw a total.
Well, he did play a little bit at Georgia, just a little bit.
A couple of plays.
Yeah.
Trey Lance threw a total of 300 and some odd passes in his entire college career. Like he was dead last at the bottom. So
And they scheduled that one game for him.
Right. They're drafting that dude strictly on projection.
Yes.
Which essentially is what you should do. Like, you can't really view production in college as to what they're going to do in the NFL because it's a completely different ballgame. So you're drafting based on projection, what you think they're going to do. I don't understand how Justin Fields is not, for one, the number 2 quarterback coming off the board. Like, everybody's in love with this kid, Zach Wilson from BYU. He played absolutely nobody. They lost to Coastal Carolina.
I mean, but we were saying the
They're
same
in
thing
the
about
mighty.
we were saying the same thing about Josh Allen.
I'm still not a believer in Josh Allen. No.
Why not?
You still
Still not? How can you fall into that trap?
I'm not ready to anoint him just yet.
Nobody's anointing
You
him.
gotta
A
give
lot
it to
of,
him,
we
Chuck.
aren't, but there's a lot of
I
folks
mean,
that are.
he's a very good quarterback.
You got to give it to him.
You got to give him his props.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm not ready to call him very good yet.
I think
I'm just
he
not ready.
he about there,
He
man.
about there.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
He in the top 10 of quarterbacks in the league.
Yes.
That's not saying a whole lot, though.
But that's mean you
There's
very
really only
good.
like 4 or 5 guys that are really, really good.
That's true.
You throw him in the top, the bottom half of the top 10.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers,
Mahomes.
my bad, Pat. My bad, Patty.
Russell
Wilson.
You got to throw Big Ben in there. I mean,
Yeah,
No, you
hell
do not.
Nah.
He's
Hell
not playing-
Nah. Hell no. Big
oh,
Ben.
no, we talking about lately or just career?
lately.
Lately,
Okay,
he's
all right.
washed.
Hey,
But
he's
career,
done.
you got to give it to
Career,
him.
I will give it to him.
I'll give it to him, but he's
lately,
done.
no,
Yeah.
he's done.
Done.
Okay, I
He's
give
finished.
it.
He was donezo last year.
So that's 4,
So you struggling to get past 4.
which means Josh Allen easily slides into
Yeah,
5.
he might be top
No,
5
that
then.
proves my point. What I'm saying is
But
that
yeah, I see what you're saying.
if he's a
kinda
top
diminished.
10, we really ain't saying
we
much.
scratching our heads now.
Right, we ain't saying
I
much.
mean-
Do you throw Dak in there?
I would.
I would.
I would take Dak over Josh
Dak.
Allen.
Okay. So Dak, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun.
So easily, Josh Allen is top 10.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, once we
He's-
get past the top 6, you can throw.
Not really.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
He on the same level as Ben Roethlisberger to me.
Nah, I take Big Ben over Matt.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll flip a coin on both.
A healthy Big Ben with a running game? Yes.
Oh.
Big Ben ain't been healthy in 10 years. 10 years. He ain't been healthy since he was handing off to Jerome
But yeah,
Bettis.
I'm gonna give Josh Allen his props because he took the team. He's improved every year and took the team to the playoffs.
I'm gonna give him his props.
two seasons. So he's for me he's a top 10
He's
quarterback.
way better than what I expected him to be. But do we, lightning is not gonna strike twice in the same
No,
place.
it doesn't.
So that kid from BYU, he's played against no one. Like I saw, they
No.
played North Alabama on their schedule. Like they played
The
nobody.
Fighting Mountain West Conference.
Right. And the kid from North Dakota, he's obviously played nobody. To me,
Right.
I'm going to take the kid that's more battle tested. I'm taking Justin Fields because he's played against top defenses in the Big Ten. He's seen, defenses in SEC when he was at Georgia. Hell, I know he was a scout team quarterback every day for them. I'm taking that kid because he's more battle tested. And plus, I watched what he did to Clemson.
But you gotta watch what he did against Northwestern. He was shitty.
Northwestern was also the number 1 defense in the nation.
That's true.
And they talk about what he did against Indiana.
But
I think Indiana was also a top 5
I love
defense.
what he did against Clemson. Now,
Right. Against arguably the best defensive coordinator in college
He
football.
didn't play that bad against Alabama too.
No.
So basically, the draft starts at 3.
Starts at 3. Whatever San Francisco does is going to dictate what everybody else does, as far as quarterback-wise.
Well, it's from what they've been saying, Lynch wants Mac Jones. The Shanahans want
I saw this morning they said Shanahan's now want Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Yeah, and from what was been said, Shanahan has the last call.
Yeah.
The money would be to go in and just get Penny Sewell from Oregon. Get your offensive line together.
Ain't gonna
And he
do
said
that.
get a quarterback later.
I mean,
Or
you got
go
Jimmy G.
But for what
Because what quarterback they get that's going to come in and immediately start over Jimmy G?
none of them
will.
Jimmy
Right.
G's gonna be.
I think the plan is
starter.
to take Trey Lance or Mac Jones
And let them sit for a
let
year
them
or
sit
two.
for a year or 6 games, 8 games.
But the way Jimmy
until
G
they get
is,
sick of Jimmy G.
whoever they draft might be playing. Because
Garoppolo's only issue is he can't stay healthy.
right.
Right.
When he's healthy, they win.
Yeah, he ain't lighting it up. He's a good game manager.
When he's healthy, they win.
Yeah.
I mean, he may be Alex Smith 2.0,
Yeah.
but that says a
But to me,
lot.
how do you pass up on a dude 230 running the 4.4? How you pass up on that with a rocket for an arm? Like, how you pass that up?
You pass that up for an offensive tackle that can be.
But they don't need no offensive tackle. They line is straight. Cincinnati need to hope and pray that Sewell will be there when they pick.
Well, I'm hearing your boy Burrow wants his homeboy.
Well, he can
Jamar
want him all
Chase.
he wants, but he can't throw to him if he lay on his back.
Man
That's
on his
true.
back.
So I think San Francisco is obviously going to go quarterback. You don't trade up. You don't trade up that far to get a tackle.
Yes, you're right about that.
You don't.
You don't give up what they gave up to get and still they didn't even get the 2. They got the 3.
Right.
So really, we're saying the draft starts at 4 because it's going to be 3 quarterbacks taken, possibly 4.
Right, and it's going to be interesting to see what Atlanta does at 4.
Depending upon what quarterback goes at 3, how things going to go. Let's say Mac Jones goes at 3. Everybody's going to lose their mind because Justin Fields and Trey Lance are still on the board.
Right.
So trades is going to go off.
Does Atlanta go for a quarterback now?
Right. If Justin Fields or Trey Lance goes 3, Mac Jones slips to probably the end of the first round. Trey Lance is going to go probably
I don't
to
think
Denver
he'll
or
slip.
something like that.
I think Atlanta will grab him.
You think so?
I heard
to have the reincarnation of your boy that's already there.
Well, I just recently read that I guess Atlanta
Right.
and the Giants are willing to move back. And even the Eagles moved back too. So the Eagles moved back from 3 to
12.
12.
Yeah.
So
They say the Dolphins are taking calls at
right,
6.
the Dolphins too. So that's 3-4 teams that's willing to move on back.
That's why I say it's going to depend on who San Francisco takes at 3 to see what kind of scramble is going to come up in the trades after that.
Yeah. Who do y'all think outside of the quarterbacks who's going to come off non-quarterback? The first person to come off the board.
Penny Sewell.
Either Sewell or Jamar
I think
Chase.
Kyle Pitts.
Think Pitts coming off first?
Pitts
Think
coming
Pitts
off
gonna get
first.
drafted that early?
Yes.
You know what I think is going to happen? I think Jerry Jones' dumbass is going to trade up. He going to trade up to get Pitts.
He will do that.
When they ain't got nobody to stop a nosebleed on defense, but he gonna want to get Pitts so
He's
bad.
already said he's a handsome young man.
That sounded like a plantation owner, didn't it?
A good old black book.
Yeah, strong.
No, they need defense, man.
They need defense, but you know Jerry will do that. He did it last year when they got the receiver
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, they said that he wasn't who they were going to pick. They were going to go defense, but when he was there,
They should go Patrick. See that?
We might go get him.
But what we're talking about now is why you cannot have these mock drafts, and it's for entertainment.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what these teams are thinking. They're not talking to Mel Kiper. They're not talking to Todd McShay. They don't know what the plan is.
No.
Who would have thought that year that the Bears was going to pick Mitch Trubisky number 2 overall? Nobody.
Mitchell, not Mitch.
Well, Mitchell.
Take his ass back to Carolina. What he need to do.
No, he signed with somebody. Then who he backing up?
was-
He's still in.
Buffalo.
He in Buffalo.
Is he?
Yeah. They let his
let him
ass
go.
go.
I've been asleep.
They got and they cut him for Andy
They got
Dalton.
Andy
they got the
Dalton.
red rifle, baby. Red rifles finna come in there and light it up for the Bears.
T-Rash.
Get him.
And
Dotting them up.
And Dalton gonna be mad if one of them other cats go number 3 and the Bears all of a sudden say, "Oh, we trading up." Justin Fields and Trey Lance is available.
He can't be mad. He's on a 1-year deal.
This is
So.
a business.
Denver's another team that could trade up depending on who goes at 3 to get one of them quarterbacks too.
I think they want a quarterback.
Yeah, because I don't think they sold on Drew Lock just yet.
They need to not let John Elway run that draft because he done drafted like 5 or 6 quarterbacks.
And they
them
all been
motherfuckers.
trash.
Sorry as fuck. John, don't draft a quarterback, sir.
Please don't.
Just go somewhere else. Offensive line, defensive line.
But they need a quarterback. And if Trey Lance and Justin Fields is available, they'd be stupid not to
They
trade
just
him.
had John. They just had Locke playing pretty good.
Not good enough.
Hey man.
But it ain't. I mean, Denver's just bad. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
You know,
Offensive line is horrible. Defensive backfield getting old.
they got some young receivers.
They got young
They got
receivers.
talent.
They got young
They
receivers,
got
but
they young on the defensive line too.
I mean Bradley Chubb. That's it.
Bradley Chubb and Warner from Florida State. He's still there.
No, he with
Walker.
he with Texans now.
Walker's
DeMarcus
gone?
Yeah,
Walker.
he's a free agent. Yeah,
Oh damn it! Oh, well.
but they still got old man.
Vaughn.
Vaughn still
Yeah.
hold it down for a couple years.
I mean,
at
I don't
least.
know coming off an injury if
Yeah.
he's still the same Von Miller, but
We shall see.
we shall see.
It'll be interesting though. I'm always excited about the draft. You know, until they get to, start dragging it out, and it takes 3 hours to take 32 picks, and then I get tired and I want to watch it.
I'm kind of sad. I'm not sad about it. I'm excited to see the draft because it's the first year in a long time the Bucks ain't picking in the top 10.
First
so
year in forever. It feel like.
last pick of the draft. Hey man, I can sit back and enjoy and watch drama unfold.
Yeah, because this draft is going to be probably the slowest draft.
Yeah.
Because of the the uncertainty.
It's gonna be some trades. So the first 10 picks is gonna be pretty exciting.
But it's a lot of talent in this draft. That's why a lot of teams don't mind going backwards.
Because you can still get somebody.
And I can save money.
Yeah, you can still get a difference maker in second, third, fourth round. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, they even talking about if one of them quarterbacks fall to the Packers, do you draft a quarterback? I'm like, what?
Packers just drafted one.
Not unless they're gonna trade.
They ain't in love with they're not in love with Jordan Love.
No, unless they're gonna trade.
Hell, has he
Aaron Rodgers.
played?
No.
No, and you're not going to.
Aaron Rodgers can't go nowhere for like two years.
Yeah.
So I mean that makes it
contract
dumb
is
for them even drafting him.
Like they don't. I just don't understand why they don't want to get this man no help.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You got Devontae Adams. That's it.
And yeah.
And that's it. And a decent running game.
They re-signed running back though, didn't they?
Yeah, they re-signed the boy.
Their receiving core is called Devontae Adams featuring the other
Everybody
receivers.
else.
A bunch of everybody else.
And he still get his. So
Yeah.
I mean,
But you're right though. He needs somebody on the other side though, to take some of that pressure off of him.
Yeah, he ain't. So it's interesting to see how everything's gonna play out. So
first Seminole off.
Asante Samuel.
Easy. He should be a
I
first round pick.
don't think he's going first round though.
Yeah.
Look, man, he probably won't. But if he's half the player his daddy was, he should. His daddy don't get the respect he deserves.
No,
If he was 6'2",
he'd
he'd be
a top 10
first
pick.
top 10 pick.
He's the first round.
Yeah.
He just, I mean, the kid can cover. He tackles well. He's just little.
His daddy was too.
I think
His daddy should be in the Hall of Fame.
They're a
Look
little
at-
bit bigger than him.
Look at that. Not much. Look at stats up. His daddy belongs in the Hall of Fame.
You ever seen him in person?
Yeah.
He's even smaller.
Even smaller in person. He's smaller than me.
Seminole, you'd be surprised to see get drafted.
Yeah. Surprised?
Surprised to see get drafted.
You know what? I'm a Tamari and Terry.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised if he gets drafted.
Because of the baggage.
I think somebody take a chance on him.
I mean, the dude's like his numbers on the field and then his physical traits, you would absolutely think he'd be drafted early. He's 6'4", runs a 4.4. I mean, he led the league and led the team in receiving the whole time he was there. So yeah, he should. But you know how it is with us.
Actually,
man.
I'll take that
If we got any kind of baggage.
If Janarius Robinson or Kane get drafted,
I was getting ready to say Kane. I'll take that back. Kane though. If Kane don't get
Jannar's
drafted,
played well in the Senior Bowl though. I think a lot of people saw that. So I think he'll go like late.
Josh
fourth,
Kane
fifth.
though was a bust.
He was disappointing.
I remember when he committed to us. I was like, man,
I
this
was
is
so
a
hyped.
beast.
But he's another one that will get drafted just based off physical attributes. The dude's like almost 6'7", 250.
He
Like
could never stay healthy either. But
No.
he still didn't give you nothing when he played.
No.
His highlight was the interception at North Carolina game.
Watch that dude be healthy for the next 10 years and be a Pro Bowler. Just 'cause you said
Now
that.
you know who's gonna be a bust?
Who that?
Marvin Wilson.
I think so too.
think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Marvin Wilson showed me he ain't got no heart last year. Because what you came back for? You should have just opted out.
Yeah. He just looked real weak to me now.
He played not to get hurt.
Yeah. He shouldn't have
You
came.
should have came out there.
Nah.
We'll see, man. We ain't gonna turn this into a Seminole show, man.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
can talk about it all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Florida State #1.
Go knows.
But that's it for the What the League reads in week 12, guys.
Cool.
Oh, correction. I was told it's week 11.
Is it?
I thought we did.
We're getting old, man. It's the OG sports show.
That's gonna do it for what the lick read.
We lose count.
All right, y'all know what time it is. It's time for what you own.
I say, did you forget?
That
Nah,
dramatic
yeah, that's
pause.
a dramatic pause. This is the music segment
Yeah.
of the show where we give y'all some classic albums that y'all can check out. I think this week we got kind of a running theme, so I'm gonna throw it to Chuck. I'm gonna let you start us off. What you on this week?
Good looking out. I'm on a little what they used to call it back in the day, neo soul.
Yeah.
Queen of Neo Soul, 1997 debut album, one of the best debuts, in my opinion. Erykah Badu, Baduism.
Yeah.
I used to listen to Erykah Badu. Used to listen to this on my way to work every morning. That kind of get me in the mood. Like, I don't want to hear a bunch of cussing and shooting and shit while I'm on my way to work. So Erykah used to get me in the mood.
Depends
But,
on where you work at.
right, true that. But Erykah used to be able to, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the albums like you just let play. You ain't got to
Right.
skip nothing. And that was around the time when she was messing with Andre from Outkast, so that drew me in even more because Outkast is my favorite group. But it's a fantastic album, dog, from top to bottom. On and On, Other Side of the Game, one of my favorite songs of all time. Was Next Lifetime on that? Next Lifetime.
I think that was
Just well put together. A lot of people don't know Erykah was a rapper before she started singing.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all have seen her daughter lately. That all she has with DOC Puma.
No.
Beautiful voice. I watched the video of her singing today. That little girl got a beautiful voice. I say little girl, she probably damn near grown now, but beautiful voice. But anyway, Erykah Badu is one of my favorite albums of all time. She followed up, with a couple of great ones, but this is to me the crown jewel.
On and On, people, if you listen to the lyrics, she's talking about 5% nation at mathematics in it. And at first I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
And then I started, wait a minute. And I was like, whoa, she's spitting some knowledge on that thing.
Erykah was before her time, in my opinion.
Way before her
Yeah,
time.
she kicked off that neo soul movement in '97, and then all the other artists that kind of followed with that similar sound. So she is one of the originators.
Yeah.
Because before then, you think about like who we had. You had like Escape, Total,
Right.
En Vogue, all these
80s
to
90s.
and 90s
You had to
R&B.
everybody fit a certain image.
Right.
So
Right.
around that time, like you said, Escape and Total, they was like the female version of Jodeci.
Yeah.
See,
Right.
it was-
Right. Erykah was on
Erykah
her
was
own
different.
level.
She was on her own little vibe, and it was cool around that time for me.
Yeah.
So like I said, that album to me is timeless. I always listen to that. So
Well, I'm gonna go next because your album's slow. I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Word.
Some good and some bad.
Yeah.
But what I'm on is in the neo soul realm.
Yes.
This is one of the women that I get a pass with. Like if I seen her, I'm pretty sure my wife wouldn't.
She wouldn't mind.
She wouldn't mind if I hollered.
That's what she told you.
right,
Try that shit.
see what happens.
I might. For this one
I ain't
here.
gonna lie, I'd probably try it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you have to. I'm out the baby, she ain't gonna do nothing anyway.
But if she does, you really can't be mad.
That's Jill Scott.
Yeah.
So my album is Jill Scott's debut album. Who is Jill Scott? Words and Sounds, Volume 1, 2000. Let's see, a 22-year-old Bakari, 23-year-old Bakari was coming into his own and out in the world, a single man, just living life.
Just want to take a long walk with somebody.
Just take a long walk with somebody
after dark.
after dark in the park. So
That
I
was
don't
a
want
dope
nobody
album.
getting in the way
I mean,
or what I'm feeling.
Feeling. That was one dope album.
it was.
Yeah. So
If Erykah is the queen, she's damn the princess or right there.
And she'll probably argue with you about who's the real queen.
Oh yeah.
is,
Oh
but
yeah. Nah.
If Erykah crawled so Jill could walk,
Right.
that versus with Erykah and Jill Scott, to me that was the best one
hands down.
because they was just playing music. It was real intimate. It was
a vibe, as they say.
right. It was before everybody started getting together.
Right.
Start doing all this stuff. So them, and then my other favorite verses was Patty and Gladys.
Yeah.
Yeah. They took me back to Saturday's cleaning up
This
in the house.
the one tonight is gonna be dope.
Who was that?
Red
Method
Man,
and Red.
Red Man,
It's
and Method
420.
Man.
I forgot. I didn't realize that
Damn
one
it,
was
I'm
on.
always forgetting shit. But Jill Scott, Who is Jill Scott? Words and Sounds, Volume 1. That's my album.
Dope album.
Grits. That's my favorite one.
Grab my keys, grab my jacket, off to work. Yeah, girl, I made you some grits and eggs with some toast.
No sugar in the
No
grits.
sugar in the
Goddamn it.
grits. Salt, pepper, butter. You put sugar in the grits, you get your ass out my house.
All right. Let's get to it
Let's
slow.
get to it slow. Slow, what you on this week?
Okay.
I'm nervous.
My album. Because of the artist. Huge controversy for the artist. But the reason why I picked the album, because at the time of its release, it was dope. And it took me back to a time in my life
What is it? Say it, nigga.
The album is 12 Play by Mr. Robert Kelly.
Tough one.
Now, Mr. Robert Kelly is a pedophile.
Coming out with the disclaimers early.
Just straight to
Before we continue. He
But
is a pedophile.
He's a pedophile.
We know. That's
But
well documented.
The music was dope. 12 Play
It
was
was
a classic
man. It
album.
was, but I just can't support him no more.
I understand that.
It hurt me when I had to take all the songs out my music, man.
I did the same thing.
No, I didn't.
12 Play came out, I think my senior year in high school. And man, was it on time.
What?
It was
That's
on
when
time.
you had that. When you, back in the days, young boys,
You're right. I mean, I can't argue.
When
We
you-
can't argue with.
when you
we
had
can't
to
argue
talk
with
to
the
that
art.
girl on that phone, 12 Play set the mood for you.
It did. It's hard for me to even say it, but
I
it did. It was on time.
It was
Like,
on-
it was.
And then when he came up with the remix of Bump and Grind,
oh my God.
that's Daytona Beach Black College Reunion.
It was.
Hey, the artist is controversial.
That ain't even a strong enough word.
It's not even.
The artist
strong enough word.
needs.
His ass beat.
Yes.
Right.
Thoroughly, every day.
I
He needs
agree.
his ass whooped.
1000%.
I saw something the other day that one of his associates, set the girl's car on fire that ended up leaving him. One of the girls that was still brainwashed and still on the TV arguing for him. He set her car on fire. What's wrong with these niggas, man? Are they crazy? Like,
Why you still support this nigga? Why you still running for
Why?
this man? He's in jail.
And he damn sure had no money to pay you.
Ain't getting out.
first of all, bro, the whole
His
story,
career is over. Even if he got out, his career.
the
is
whole
over.
story of R. Kelly is sad as hell.
Yes.
It's sad.
Yes.
The man couldn't read or write, basically.
Got molested at a young age.
Unless at a young age, like he had a lot of trauma. Like that's the one thing about us is that unfortunately we don't get things addressed as we're young.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in inherited trauma. Like I feel like we are still today living off of trauma that happened to our ancestors 100 years ago. So R. Kelly is one of them people who needed counseling. He needed some kind of help because of what he went through as a child. That still can't take away from what he did as an adult. But it's
But
just
the
a
music
sad
was dope.
It's a sad story. It's a sad story.
These words expressed by
Slow
one
motion.
three members.
Hey, but I'm not condoning nothing with the dude's a creep.
That ain't even strong enough, man.
Fuck R. Kelly.
True.
Essentially. But 12 Play.
But 12 Play was. Damn. And like I said, the
I
only
feel bad
reason
for even saying that, man.
the only reason why I picked that because this segment was what music did for us,
Right.
and that album
It did a lot.
The album,
I mean, if we're being honest, the R. Kelly and Public Announcement album,
yeah, the first one.
First one was jamming too.
bruh, I'm in
You can't have the '90s without that.
8th grade Greco high school dances.
Grinding as hard as you could
Grinding,
possibly grind.
grabbing titties and booty
Oh.
in this cool cafeteria.
On Honey Love.
Jesus. I will say, I remember he came here that same year at USF for a concert. I didn't go. But a homegirl of mine I went to high school with. I ain't going to say her name because she's still around. She was 15 at the time.
He got her.
The concert, I think, was on a Saturday. On Monday, when she came to school, she had pictures that she was showing everybody of her in his hotel room. So even back then, I knew something was off.
But you know,
But that shit was common. It was common and still
It
is
was.
common.
we
man.
all.
I'm
knew
not saying that
he
she,
married
I'm not saying that
Aaliyah.
she did anything. I don't know if she did or not.
No.
But it was crazy for her
But
to
I mean,
have-
it wasn't necessarily. There was plenty of R. Kelly's
Yes.
coming back to high schools.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would never forget a story somebody told me about NWA coming to Tampa and Eazy-E being at Tampa Bay Mall and getting like a 15, 16-year-old girl to do something crazy to him in the mall one time. I heard that story when I was in high school.
Man, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody right
Man.
now.
But we all
You
knew.
got a little girl.
Man, I'm going to I'm fucking murder somebody.
But I mean, it don't even matter if it's a girl or not. They, like I said, he got molested as a child.
Yeah.
So,
but we all knew he married Aaliyah underage, and it still was swept up under the rug.
oh, bro. Everybody know. I'm sure y'all was like me. Y'all know you seen the tapes and whatnot when they first came out.
Yeah.
Well, you still went and got that Chocolate Factory when it was after it came after that.
And look how long ago that was.
Right. I was barely grown when that happened.
I was burning CDs by the time Chocolate Factory came out, so I wasn't buying shit.
It's just sad, man.
It's
It's a sad story all the way around for the young ladies involved. Part of me feels bad for him because of what he went through. That don't change what he did as an adult, but some shit that he went through as a child, it's crazy, man. Like I said, more of us need to be acceptant, or we need to normalize us getting counseling, talking to somebody about some things that we've gone through and some things we've inherited. We talked about the verdict earlier of George Floyd. I talked about the 17-year-old girl that recorded the man being killed. Like, she'll never forget that for the rest of her life. You know what I'm saying? And if she don't get somebody to talk to her about that, she gonna pass it on to her kids. And they gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep going on and on. So the dude needs help.
He needs help.
He needs help.
Usually in the segment we tell you to go get that. Don't go get that.
Do not.
Don't stream that shit.
Go get that.
But it was dope.
Don't stream that. If it come on Pandora or Apple Music or
Just
Amazon Music,
Check out Jill Scott and Erykah Badu.
Right. R. Kelly, come on, hit the next button.
Don't get
thumbs
R. Kelly.
down that shit.
It was dope.
Fuck him. He fucked up, man. I'm kind of mad because he messed up my childhood.
Yeah.
Like, I can't sing some of the songs now because this motherfucker's...
You better not.
Anyway, that's going to do it for what you on.
Moving right along.
Moving the fuck along.
It is week 11. I'm sorry, I said week 12 already.
Moving right along quickly.
All right, it's time for Who You Got. And this week, we're going to pose some... It's an NBA theme to Who You Got. There's a couple questions. It's a game of Would You Rather.
Mm-hmm.
And in this game, you're going to pick between... I'm going to give you some scenarios. You're going to pick between two different NBA players, current NBA players.
Okay.
So the first one is... You got a game-winning shot. Somebody has to take the final shot and he's got to win the game for you. Who you taking, Steph Curry or Dame Lillard?
That's tough.
It is tough.
It's tough.
See, with me, and not to be over technical, I want to, is it off the dribble or off the screen?
That's a good question.
And no screen. Ball is inbound. They walking the ball up with 8 seconds left. 10 seconds left.
Dame Lillard.
I'm taking Dame Lillard.
You taking Dame?
Yes.
If it was a screen,
If it was
Steph
a screen,
Curry.
Steph all day long.
Okay.
But see, cause I'm gonna give you the reason why I picked Dame. I feel like Dame in that situation is more battle tested.
Yeah.
I feel like he's had the ball in his hands at the end of the game, because he's depended upon more than Steph. Right now, if it was to say right now at this moment, yeah, off the screen, I'm taking Steph all day long.
Yeah.
But if we go back to when KD was there,
KD was going to take that
KD's
shot.
taking that shot. Dame been taking that shot by himself for the last however many years.
Clay
before
was
that.
healthy. He would take that shot.
I think Dame is more battle tested. Plus, he's a little bit of an underdog. I'm taking Dame.
I'm gonna take Steph. I'm taking Steph.
Steph's the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
It's hard not to take him.
Yeah. I thought about doing a question between that, which I is not on here, but I throw it in there. Okay, so in that mode, if you had to somebody that you needed to just drop threes all game long.
I'm taking Steph.
Hold on. All game long, without hesitation. Pass from the ball, they gonna drain it. Steph or Larry Legend?
Larry Legend. And actually, before Larry Legend, I'll take Reggie Miller.
I love Larry Joe Bird.
If I need a game-winning shot to save my life, I'm getting Reggie Miller.
As a Pacers fan, I can't. You have no argument with me. I'm gonna take it on that one. But he ain't in the conversation.
Yeah, but I just want to throw that out there.
Okay, all right.
But Larry Legend.
I'm still taking Steph.
You
I
take
love
Steph?
Larry Joe Bird. Larry Joe Bird is my favorite white boy of all time. He is. I love him to death.
It's a game
Even
where
over
you-
Pistol Pete. If I need somebody, if I
Over
need
Kyle Korver?
if I need anybody to make a shot, If I need anybody to make a shot from anywhere on the floor, on this side of half court, I'm taking Steph. And I don't really like Steph all that much.
But you can't deny Steph.
I think he does too much, all the dancing and shit. I don't really care for all that.
But when he's on, he's on.
Yeah,
His wife is annoying as hell. Like, I don't really care for him all that much. But if I'm asking somebody, if I want somebody to shoot the ball from anywhere, I'm gonna take Steph.
Okay, all right.
And I love, like I said, I love Larry Joe Bird.
You're gonna take Steph. Okay.
I got Larry Legend.
I'm gonna take Larry. If I need somebody to just say, hey, you need 40 points to break a record, go out and have at it. I think I'm gonna get Steph.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you talking about filling up buckets?
Filling up buckets.
Yeah.
That is which is
with the ease.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to our next question. So, ball in their hand, and you need somebody to take somebody off the dribble and go get a bucket. Which I think I already know that how y'all gonna answer this one, but you need them to just ball in their hand. No kind of special situation. They going. Get to the rack, give me a bucket. James Harden or Donovan Mitchell.
To get to the rack?
Get to the rack and
or just create a shot.
Get to the rack, create a shot, get to the bucket, however you want to do
it.
So my question is who you want to take someone off the dribble. So they taking them off the dribble and they get into the bucket.
Donovan Mitchell. If you just talking about creating a shot, I'd say James Harden. Because I think James Harden can fool you enough to make you think he's gonna go by you and then just step back and shoot over you. But if it depends upon the defender, if you may not be able to get that shot off and you got to get to the cup, I'm gonna take Donovan Mitchell.
I got the beard man, and the only reason why I'm choosing the beard man because Donovan Mitchell is a beast, but he's still kind of young. Beard man been doing it for a minute. But then you make a good point. Beard man can take you off the dribble and just create a shot.
He ain't gonna. I don't see James Harden running past anybody to the cup.
But he draws a lot of fouls. I still take the beard man.
So I mean, I guess okay. I think I'll go with Donovan Mitchell too. Just off of the strength of what he did to the Lakers last year in the playoffs. Like I was looking at this cat like, man, ain't nobody gonna stop this guy. Yeah. Y'all just gonna let him do what he want to do.
Yeah.
Harden the thing is, Harden can do whatever the fuck he want to do on the court.
Oh, yeah.
But he just chooses.
I take nothing away from him.
He just chooses to step back and hit these threes.
I just don't see enough of him running past somebody to get to the cup anymore.
Yeah.
Now, 5-10 years ago, not 10, but 5 years ago, absolutely. Now, I don't see him going past nobody to get to the cup. He don't think he's fast enough as he used to be to get past somebody.
Donovan Mitchell or Kyrie?
I take Kyrie. In his right mind, Kyrie.
I'm sick of Kyrie's dribbling ass, man.
In his right mind, Kyrie.
Kyrie is, to me, Kyrie need to be playing and one. I don't take nothing away from Kyrie's ability. Kyrie got some of the best handles and a fantastic jumper, but goddamn, he's aggravating as hell.
Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie with LeBron and Donovan Mitchell. Who you got?
That's different now.
That's why it's
because Kyrie in Boston and Kyrie in New York is aggravating as fuck. But Kyrie in Cleveland, he played, even though he didn't want to be Robin, he played Robin. He had no choice. But with Kyrie, like these last few weeks, you see Kyrie out there by himself, like he looking like, God bless, he looking like Kobe. He looking worse than Kobe Bryant. Head down, just dribbling all over the place and just throwing shit. Yeah, it's going in, but goddamn, there's 4 other niggas out here, Kyrie. You just gonna take tomorrow off anyway. Can we shoot today?
That's why I gotta get his buckets in, because he ain't gonna be here for the next 2 games.
Who you got?
Which one? You talking about this for
Kyrie
or Donovan Mitchell? Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie?
No, we talking about Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie right now.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, because
of all time, who you got?
To get to the rack and get me a bucket?
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation.
Of all time, Jordan.
Jordan is prime.
AI.
Jordan in 19.
I love Jordan.
AI is.
I love Jordan. I love Jordan to death. But
he wasn't as fast as AI.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't as fast as
AI. AI, that 120-pound dude got to the bucket. He got his ass toe up when he got.
I mean, I ain't mad at that choice. I ain't mad at that one.
No, I ain't mad at it.
But I'm gonna let Mike get this bucket.
If I gotta pick one,
Mike or Kobe. Mike or Kobe, go get me a bucket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Killer instinct.
Go get me one.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is You got a player in the game and he's getting hot. I'm talking about he's just going off doing what he wants to do. Who you gonna keep feeding? Or who would you rather keep feeding when they're hot? Joel Embiid or Jimmy Butler?
I'm taking Jimmy Butler, and only because Joel Embiid was on the way to the locker room crying when they lost to the Sixers. I don't want to hear that crying shit, nigga. You 7 feet tall. Shut that goddamn crying up. You lost. What the hell are you crying about? Would you see Jimmy Butler crying over a loss?
Nah.
I'm taking Jimmy Butler, especially in the bubble Jimmy Butler, with no haircut, no shave, no nothing, over
rough.
Joel Embiid any day.
He looked like that today.
He looked horrible.
He looked like that today. But Jimmy Buckets,
Yo, when your mustache is doing like this,
Your mustache talking.
cut that shit off. Like
Jimmy Buckets, man, when he was laying on that table, he had gave everything. I mean, he kept them. Because it wasn't for him, it would have been a sweep.
No.
Jimmy Buckets is a beast when he
And
wants
Joel
to.
Embiid was crying like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Like it was you see you got little kids. You know when they cry when it's a devastating cry and their face is hanging down. Like
Was it worse than Derek Fisher
it wasn't no
when the Lakers
man
lost to
it
San
wasn't no-
Antonio?
Huh?
Was it worse than Derek Fisher? Because
Yes.
Derek Fisher was
It wasn't no man cry where you just you got a couple tears rolling down, you trying to sniffle them back up.
right, hard cry.
He was crying like a 5-year-old that skinned his knee, dog. I will never respect him for that.
True, I hear that. I don't give a damn what you say. When that big motherfucker decides he wants to put his back to the basket and get going, you can't stop him.
He's the truth now.
You can't stop him. Damn all the crying you want.
He's a crybaby.
That man, hey, but that crybaby gonna get you 30 plus, and block some shots, and get some rebounds.
You know me, man. I'm always with the young underdog.
Jimmy-
Jimmy's an underdog.
Jimmy will take. I mean, he'll take. There'll be times when Jimmy he's not really scoring. He's not
Yeah.
looked to be the option.
But the
Joel-
question was, if he's hot?
if he's hot, I'm feeding Embiid.
Right.
I'm feeding Embiid all day.
Okay.
Here, big man, go and get this.
I like Jimmy because I think Jimmy will cuss and he'll probably fight if it come down to it. I
See,
don't
my thing-
Embiid doing that. He might fight like Luka or somebody, but he ain't gonna fight no real motherfucker.
You gotta get to the half court to feed and be. When Jimmy high, you can feed him from the half.
He can bring it in.
For the yeah.
Joel Embiid, he got to depend on somebody to give him the ball. Jimmy's like, y'all give me the ball,
but
y'all get out the way.
Joel Embiid will step out and hit a 3 on you though.
He will.
So you ain't necessarily got to let him get to the post and set up. And
But he ain't bringing the ball up the court.
But I think Jimmy
No.
can create a shot better than Joel can.
I think that's your guard bias.
It is.
Yeah, it's your 3-man, 2-man bias.
Yeah.
Cause Joel Embiid,
He's not bringing the ball up full court.
he's not gonna bring it up full court. But you give him if he sets a pick and roll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or pick and pop,
He needs that though.
or
Jimmy
isolate.
give Jimmy the ball until everybody get out the way.
I'm going with Embiid. Last one, maybe not last one. Maybe some other shit will come up. Game 7 of the finals. Who would you rather have as your coach to get this win and lead these boys on? Eric Spoelstra or Steve Kerr?
That's a loaded question.
How's that a
'cause-
loaded question? They both have won multiple
but
championships.
look who was on their teams
It
when they
don't
won.
matter.
It wasn't because of them. Like they
I mean,
strategy.
Steve Kerr won without KD.
I think Steve Kerr is more battle tested, not just as a coach, but the fact that he won 5 as a player. He understands the situation, I think, better than Spoelstra.
Spoelstra's won what, 3?
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
He's won 2 with LeBron, and then they got the one last year, right? No, they lost last year.
He lost.
They lost to the Lakers. So he got 2. Coming from where Kerr has that pedigree of good college player at Arizona,
Won 5 as a pro.
won 5 as a pro, played with Jordan, fought Jordan as we learned.
Was it a fight or you
was-
just get
No,
punched in the face?
I think he got punched in the face.
Got
and
punched in the face.
Steve ain't back down though.
2 points for that.
Steve was one of them white boys like, look, you swing on me, we gonna have problems because I'm gonna come back at you. I might not win.
I'm gonna at least pinch your ass.
Yeah,
or
I'm
something.
getting at you.
Yeah,
Won some with Jordan.
he won 2 in San Antonio.
Under Pop, learned under Popovich. So he has that pedigree. Spoelstra started in the video. He was an assistant.
Yeah, and he was doing he was setting up the
setting
film.
up, right.
Yeah, he
And-
did.
and
He
the-
did. He did learn under Pat Riley.
And to come,
Kerr learned under Phil Jackson and Pop.
right, but to come up under, but the route Spoelstra went,
It was tougher.
it was tougher, and he got 2 championships.
Yeah.
And took another team, a LeBron-less team with Jimmy Butler, who nobody will sit here and say Jimmy Butler is all world.
No.
So the team, the coaching job he did last year in the bubble,
It was
it's a
exceptional.
damn good job.
It was exceptional.
Do he get the 2 rings without LeBron and Dwayne Wade?
No.
No. But does Kerr get the rings without Steph and Clay?
No. That's why I said
Right.
that's why I was saying it's a
But
loaded question.
it's not necessarily a loaded question. So you think
I think Kerr is just more battle tested. I think he has more experience.
he's
So I'm
more
gonna
battle tested. So in a Game 7 situation, I think I'm gonna go with Spoelstra, and I'm going with Spoelstra because you think about. You can look at Kerr and be like, you know what, you've done it, you've been there, you've seen it. I can't really say too much. They can look at Spoelstra and be like, look, man, you started at the bottom. You ain't never really played.
Right.
You just coached all your life. Why am I going to listen to you?
Right.
And he earned that respect from LeBron, Wade, Bosh, and the boys to bring them championships and to have that team playing how they was playing last year. Game 7, I think I'm gonna take Spoelstra.
I mean, I feel you can't really go wrong either way. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, kind of had to earn their stripes in a sense, coaching. Even though Kirk did kind of come into a situation that was ready to win. Mark Jackson kind of got them cats ready
Did lay that
to win.
foundation.
He did some John Gruden type shit, came in and just took them over the hump in a sense.
And kept him there for a very long time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you can't. I mean, he won 73 games in the season. You can't really take nothing away from that. So, but I feel what you're saying about Spoelstra. He got it out the mud, as they say.
Yeah. Prime Pat Riley or prime Phil Jackson?
Phil.
I'm taking Phil.
Phil? I mean, because we look at talking about players and who they had.
Pat had a Hall of Fame starting five.
Like, he did.
Yes.
A Hall of Fame
We
starting
talking about
five.
Magic.
Phil had Jordan and Pippen and role players. He got all those guys to play
All
their
them
role.
cats to accept their roles and play. Pat had Cooper, Worthy, Kareem, Magic,
Kurt Rambis.
Scott. Kurt Rambis still balled.
Norm Nixon back in the day.
He had a hell of a
he
stick in L.A., dog.
He had Jamal Wilkes.
But what about Pat Riley in Miami?
Pat Riley did a good job.
He did a good
but
job.
He only won that one.
That's all he needed. You know, won what, 3 with the Lakers?
But Phil got
You right.
Even you think about the squad he had in Miami. It was a hell of a stick he had in Miami.
what Phil got? 11, 9? What he got?
9.
6 with the Lakers, 5 with Kobe.
No, he got 6 with the Bulls.
He got five. He got
Six with
5
Bulls
with the
and 5 with the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Did he
So he
put-
got 11.
He got one as a player too, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
one
did.
player.
Yeah. So
He was on the New York Knicks team that won that year, wasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it's not. I think I get Phil the edge just because I think Phil did. Even though Phil at the time that he won, he had the best player on earth
Yes.
in both situations. In L.A. and in Chicago, he had the best player on earth. Shaq is the most dominant basketball player any of us have ever seen at any point in time. He's the most dominant. He's not the best, but he's the most dominant. Shaq in his prime, you could do nothing with.
No.
No one could. So, but at the same time, like you said, it was Shaq, Kobe, and some bums in a sense. Just like it was Mike, Pippen,
Right.
Rodman, and a bunch of bums.
And you can't even put Pippen. Pippen was great, but you can't put him as a sidekick like Shaq and Kobe. It wasn't Mike and Pip. It was Mike, Pip. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yep, I think Pip, the first 3 championships, no. The last 3,
Yeah.
yes.
They don't win them without Scotty.
No.
Right. Yeah, I'm not saying that they, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying Pip was not the player, the number 2 player that Kobe was.
I got one for y'all. Games on the line. You need a defender to stop the ball. Kawhi Leonard or Pip?
Pip.
Ooh. I might take Kawhi.
I got Pip.
I think I like Pip, man.
'Cause
I think Pip. I think 3 through 5. Most 2s.
Yes. Some ones.
Some 1s. Pip can guard. Kawhi. I think Kawhi. I don't.
He D'd up LeBron.
He did D up LeBron, but I don't see. I think Pip could stay in front of most point guards.
Yes.
In his time.
And Kawhi can too.
I don't see Kawhi staying in front of
I don't see
AI
Kawhi.
or
Or
Jason Kidd
staying in front of a 4 or posting a 4.
No, I think it's hard, man. That's a tough one. I'll give Pip the slight edge because, like you said, even you think about the Lakers series. Pip locked up Magic. That first championship they won, locked Magic up. They had to roll off and play Worthy at times. Had to play Byron Scott at times. I think Pip moved around a lot more than what I think Kawhi is asked to do. Especially now when he got Paul George on the team with him. He's not really asked to do as much anymore.
And then there was no zone.
True.
You know, so in those Indiana series, Pip would take Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
And then still back down with the with the Davis boys. So Pip was the man.
Okay. All right, well, that's a good one. That was a good one. All right, well, that's going to do it for Who You Got.
True that.
We're going to kick it on and moving on to...
We want to jump right into Who's That Lady?
Let's go and jump into Who's That
Let's
Lady.
do it then. All right, Who's That Lady for this week is a young lady who just recently took her team to the Final Four and also to the National Championship game. She came up a little bit short, but her name is Adia Ocean Barnes, and she was born on February 3rd, 1977 in San Diego, where she attended Mission Bay High School, where she amassed, which I learned today, 1,112 blocks, and that's the most ever by a female high school basketball player, and she's only 5'11". She went on to start at Arizona before being drafted by the Sacramento Monarchs and played 12 seasons in the WNBA. But in 2016, she was named head coach of her alma mater at Arizona. I'm just gonna run off of some of the accolades she achieved when she's got there. Like I said, she's only been there since 2016, but already she's one of 4 coaches to lead their alma mater to the title game. She's one of 11 to play and coach in the tournament at their same alma mater. She's the first since 2016 to make the Final Four in their first 5 seasons. She's the youngest since 2014 to make the Final Four. She's also already, in 6 years, the 3rd winningest coach in school history. She's the 2nd most 21 seasons in school history, and she's the only coach in school history with 3 21 seasons. Like I said, she came just a few seconds short of winning the title this year, but I feel like with the squad she has and now the experience she has, she'll get her girls back in there in no time soon.
That was a great game, too.
It was a very
She
good
upset
game.
Gino. That was a big upset.
That was huge. So shout out to Adia Barnes from the OG Sports Shows. We salute you. Glad to be able to give you your flowers while you can still smell them. Keep pushing home, girl, and get that team back to the Final Four hopefully very soon. So that wraps it up, fellas, for Week 11.
Yeah.
As we clarified. We need to get back at it soon. Hopefully we can get back at it after this draft and kind of discuss what transpired, see what went on from there. But we will see y'all folks soon. Again, we appreciate y'all. Oh, real quick before I jump off, shout out to my homegirl Janika. She hooked us up with these cups. Check her out. Unique Designs on Instagram. She can do just about anything you want. She hooked the boys up with some nice cups. We appreciate you and love you for that. So y'all check her out and see what y'all can get from her too.
Also, follow our Instagram page at, I don't even know what it is.
At the OG Sports Show.
At OG Sports Show? It's not really that difficult, bro.
I know it was the OG.
Damn, what's wrong with y'all memory, man?
Man, you can find it, man.
Just search OG Sports
Right.
Show. It'll come up. You'll see it.
Also, check out the rest of our family at SBM on YouTube.
Word up.
And we will sign off. We'll holler at y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.
grader.